I mean, this driver, again, I'm going to keep asking you these questions because I'm sort of my head spinning on all the.
Oh, the wrong way.
Goodness gracious! This is
threading
so
the needle here on Central Avenue, Colleen.
Yeah.
This is scary.
It is.
A lot of rush hour traffic here on a busy Central Avenue. Another intersection finally coming to a stop for the first time.
She's behind the police officer, though. She doesn't know what to do. She's behind a police officer.
She's behind another patrol car.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. And the patrol car.
He doesn't even know. That's an LAPD officer. He doesn't even know. He's not even aware, I don't think.
And she's like, wow, how lucky am I getting? Now I'm going to sit here and think about what am I going to do? What do we do? Like, that would be me.
Look, passenger door, front and rear door popping open. A passenger stepping out of the vehicle, the driver coming out the other side. We're at Central Avenue and Olympic Boulevard. They have lots of backpacks. A dog, another dog involved in this pursuit. And now CHP is probably, look at this, they're running through traffic with the dog. They're running through traffic with those belongings, dumping the vehicle in the middle of Central Avenue, now running for it along Olympic Boulevard at Central, continuing now down the sidewalk where we know for a fact law enforcement is close by. We have helicopters in the air. There are plenty of eyeballs on these two suspects. They will be taken down here one way or another in short order. But that dog, as you know, Colleen, is going to come into play here as they approach these two individuals.
And it's a very large
I suspect
pitbull.
They probably would have already done it, but now that decision-making is made all the more complicated by that large dog. Yeah, and it's a large pit bull. Let's be honest. One never knows, you know, when you have a large German Shepherd like the other night, like I've always had German Shepherds, they're intimidating. These dogs are intimidating. There's not a little Yorkie, so you're going to have some more consideration when you're a law enforcement officer coming to pull these people over. And again, now I'm thinking, why didn't they just let them go? If the LAPD was thinking of letting them go, you just don't know what these people were thinking of, why they tried to get away, and hate for them just to let. Obviously, they're not going to just let their dog go because they're stopping to let the dog go to the bathroom. So they're clearly considerate of their animal, but I don't like to watch any part of this. No, here they come. Here they come. Here come those units, and we will see how this plays out. They're coming up ahead of her. I think they're well aware. I believe. Well, remember, was this person the driver? I don't know. Yes, that was the driver. That is the driver. It looked like, hard to tell, but it looked like a male passenger, female driver, male passenger. Both grabbed their belongings, a couple of pretty hefty backpacks and duffel bags. That's concerning. I've lost a visual of the passenger, but we're going to stay right behind. Over to the left, Rob. I think she's in front of the truck. Yeah. Is she under the tree? Under the tree. Okay. Behind the truck, under the tree. Behind the truck, under the tree with the dog. Here comes CHP. They're in front of her. And I don't have a good here. Is that an officer? I can't tell. I think that's the girl. That's the girl. Okay. Yeah. That's the girl. She's on the phone. There's the dog. Now the dog. Passenger and driver together with the dog behind that truck. Here comes another black and white under the tree here. Vehicle with their guns drawn. Of course. No? No. No guns. Yeah, here's the gun. Okay. Drawn right Weapons out, pointed directly at those suspects. And now we'll try and get a better vantage point underneath this tree. Yeah. They're running. They're running. Where's the dog? Running without the dog. Oh, great. Running without the dog. Two officers in foot pursuit through traffic here on Olympic Boulevard, a very busy Olympic Boulevard. A city bus right there. And now she's being taken down to the ground. Look at this. The driver being taken out of the ground by two officers, and we still have to look out for that passenger and the dog. As soon as we, okay, she's detained. Let's go ahead and just tilt up and see if we have any other activity behind that truck. I suspect they may have caught up with him as well. It was right near that tree in front of the truck. I'm not sure if there were enough units to converge there. Only those two patrol cars, and they may not have. There's the dog. The cops have the dog. An officer with the dog, for sure. Okay. The dog is not going to leave their owner. I mean, come on, we all know this. Most dogs are not going to leave their owner. It's just not going to be a willing thing. Mine would. So we can. Yeah. Drop down on the ground and be like, what? No, can't go. There is the. Well, what a good dog. Passenger. Oh, it's the passenger without the. Okay, we thought it was an officer. Okay, it was a. This is the passenger. Yeah. Another female. Is that a female? Yeah. It's another female. So two females. She's who we saw get out of the car and with the dog. No, did the driver have the dog? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, a little bit of confusion up here. That is the passenger with the dog. She's now on the phone, and now those two patrol cars are right next to her. So presumably, she may be willing to give up. Something tells me she may have had enough, and she is ready and willing to give herself up here.
What would she be facing? She's the passenger. I mean, at this point, I want to whisper in her ear, say, "You didn't know. Just keep you and your dog safe." Like,
I mean, she has plenty of opportunity to walk away.
Really?
I mean, now she's walking away.
Yeah, but I don't know how you get out of the car when you're scared and the person driving so erratically. You just never know.
Well, it's also worth mentioning we don't know if that person was being held against their will, if they were a willing participant in that pursuit.
Right.
Those variables matter as well. But now she is indeed walking away from the scene here.
Maybe they're going to let her go. Doesn't it look like they might let her go? Aren't we the only ones on her? Not we, but probably, you know, I don't see police walking over to her.
Police are making their way over here. Not quite fast enough, but they are making their way over here. I can confirm that there are officers making their way back over to this area. Do you see them, Rob? I don't.
I don't. I only see them going to the patrol cars.
Yeah, so somebody's near that patrol car.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.